In today's video, we're going to be shooting into our launch of the Obsessed community on Skool. So Alicia, my co-founder, and we recently just released the Obsessed community. For a long time, we've been wanting to do this, and we found that it was finally time to launch this. We already run a successful agency. That's been our main focus for a very, very long time. And what we wanted to do is release a community to help more people. We're extremely high ticket. Our clients on average pay us anywhere from about 5,000 US a month to up to 20,000 US a month. And we work with clients in a very boutique fashion. And we also do a lot of social media content on LinkedIn and on YouTube. And we have all these people reaching out for help. And we wanted to find a really cool vehicle to help share and teach people our ways of approaching marketing from a direct response manner with a bit of brand added to it, and create this awesome community of people that are obsessed with marketing. So in today's video, I'm just going to be going through the wins, the fails, the lessons learned, and really sharing our plan to get to our first 1,000 plus members. I've built this out. I'm going to walk you through this whole board here. I'm going to go through our strategy. I'm going to go through our why, our goals, our targets. I'm going to be going through our fulfillment systems. And then lastly, I'm going to be going through our growth strategy. So I'm going to be going over all of that, and it's going to be a fun video. So I just want to kick off with just the initial numbers here. We launched this. Normally when we do launches for like our other info products that we've released previously, we do like this massive hype up phase. This was completely different. We wanted to launch very quietly across our main sort of social channels and drive people over to the community to initially sort of sign up, explore it, and we wanted to be very engaged in the community and help build people up. And we're building a really robust way of connecting with our users, and everyone's having a great experience so far. The feedback that we've been getting has been phenomenal. So we had 54 members sign up, 5,133 in MRR, and our current page conversion rate sitting at 6.21%. If I just walk you through that now, just over here on the About page, we're doing a couple of things which I'll walk you through in terms of getting people signing up and some of our tactics around fulfillment to create the best community inside the Skool platform, and I'll be sharing a little bit more about that. I also just want to share a bit more about me. If you're not familiar with me, my name is Craike. I run the agency at Persuasion Experience. So we build out really high ticket booker call sales funnels for clients that really want to scale, right? So typically we're working with clients that are at least spending $1 million over the course of a year on their ad spend. Usually they're spending at least 6 figures a month, and they want to scale, right? So they want to literally double their business. So we come in, we sort of parachute in, and we need to, fix their marketing and their sales funnel, so it's really optimized for maximum conversions and no leads left behind. So that's what me and my agency do. I run it with my co-founder, Alicia. If you're not familiar with her, you've probably seen her. She's a lot bigger than me on YouTube. And this is me, the handsome devil, over here. So we've been running this agency for about 3 years now. As you can see, we have a lot of high tickets clients coming through. I've just put in our Stripe screenshot over the last just couple of days in terms of the people coming through. So this Skool community is definitely not my main thing. I'm not a guru. We have experimented with digital products previously. We sold about 140K worth of digital products. This is more in like the typical Alan Sultanic ascension model, right? So sell a $17 offer workshop, sell a landing page, accelerator program on the back end for $147, and then potentially sell coaching on the back end. But previously when we've done this, where we just haven't had the time, right? Like building an agency is actually one of the toughest businesses in the world. You're going up against like the best marketers in the world. Like it is a very hard business to run. So when we've run the info products, this is more of just been something that's sort of like sitting on autopilot just in the back end. 140K pays for a few holidays. That's fun, but hasn't really been like the main part of the business. So we've been building out this Skool community because we see this as the next evolution of our digital products. And in terms of our digital products, I'll sort of show you what we were previously doing, because I think you'll find benefit of this. This is the offer workshop that we would have. People would sign up for just $17. This is a really like an awesome program that just delivered so many breakthroughs for clients. We had all these video testimonials. People loved the program itself, and we wanted to start to build a home for all of our programs and really inside the Skool community house everything so people can just get world-class training, but most importantly actually get feedback on what they create. Because one thing that we've done when we've been building out these programs previously, we've run them in a live manner, and Alicia and I actually really love that. So we were thinking about like, okay, what can we do from a delivery perspective? Because I think there's a big issue in the course world where it's broken, right? Like you have this guru who makes a course, he says, yep, here it is, you could follow all of these steps, but it's more nuanced than that. And sometimes you need someone like guiding you by the hand and just looking at what you've done, and they're just like, look, that's 80% right. Have you thought about this, this, and this? I'd approach it this way. That's going to unlock that other 20%, and then bang, you're successful. And that's exactly why we've created the Obsessed community, is to really impart our knowledge around building scalable marketing campaigns and helping agency owners as well as business builders to really unlock the next chapter of growth for their clients or for their own business. So that's just a bit of a nutshell of sort of like where we've come from with this, and now we're building out this. So just in terms of the good, we're getting a lot of great feedback on the community so far. So we do have world-class courses inside there, and the community is hyped, right? And this is what I'm talking about in terms of that implementation and feedback. You can see here shooting Loom videos, walking through people's landing pages, you know, reviewing their offers and being like, hey, if you just make these little tweaks, it's really going to make this, you know, convert from 5% to 10%. And sometimes you need that coaching and just that review from a third party. And there's a quote that we love here at Persuasion Experience, and it's very hard to read the label of a bottle when you're inside it. And I think a lot of people really struggle with their own marketing. Like, they've got this curse of knowledge and they feel like, you know, they've got to like attack it from all of these different angles, but they've actually lost connection with, you know, just their actual target market, seeing their marketing, and they're like, I don't understand it, it's way too technical, there's too much jargon, and like it's not actually connecting with the audience in the right way. So it always helps to get, you know, a third party opinion, someone who knows what they're doing, to come in and have a look at it. So that's really the big part of our Skool community, is giving like those live action feedbacks. And we do this over Loom just so people can get that information as soon as possible. We have people sort of like sending in, hey, I've got this problem, we shoot a Loom that day, and then like, great, I'm unblocked. So that's been really cool, and like the feedback's awesome. Like you can see Leon here, hey, thanks so much for your quick and detailed reply, super helpful. What you said makes total sense, focusing on a smaller slice of the market. So again, like our experience, and you know, I've created 600 plus sales funnels in over 120 different industries. Like this is my like you know, Superman ability, right? Like I can instantly look at a landing page and just diagnose it instantly. So it's really fun for me to actually build this out, and I think that's another big like part that's good about the Obsessed community. Now let's go about the bad. We messed up the launch, so that was a big one, and I'll explain more on that in just a little bit. The email strategy that we had wasn't as potent, and there's already people stealing our stuff. I've noticed like these people come in with like fake accounts, and they're asking for access to all those courses. That's a little bit disappointing. I'm not sure how Skool's going to tamp that out. If you guys have any solutions on that, it'd be welcome to hear it in the comments in this video, so please let me know about that. But I'm not too concerned about people stealing the stuff, because you know, people can get templates from anywhere, right? Like templates are free, and courses, there's all this information out there. You can learn anything on YouTube for free. What we're giving people inside this community, which is really priceless, is, you know, we're giving you everything, but most importantly, we're giving you that feedback so you can be successful. So that's what we're like, that's the real strategy behind this. So I do feel sorry for people like pirating courses like this, because you're not actually getting the real value of the community itself, which is like actually applying the work, getting feedback from an expert, and then being successful. So that's just a bit about that. In regards to our launch component of the Skool community, I would have preferred to have done it with a bit of lead up. There's two strategies you can do. You can do like more of like a quiet launch, which is the strategy that we went for. Previously with launches, what we usually do is we set a date, being like, hey, we're going to promote it on this date. Let's just say this is the 30th of September. And then what we do is, let's just say if this is the 14th here, we'll set up an email strategy. And what we'll do is we'll set up a bunch of different emails and just get people absolutely hyped for it. We want people banging down the door asking to get like, like early access and things like that, or even getting people to like come in. And we decided to do a different path, which for my, in hindsight, I think it would have been smarter to do this more like launch strategy, saying something big's coming, teasing it. I do a lot of email marketing. I write all the emails here at PX. So that is probably something that is a little bit unfortunate, because I feel like we could have a lot more members. However, I'm happy that like we've just been going our own pace for something like this. And, you know, this is going to build on itself each and every month, and this MRR is going to grow. So it's exciting days, and, you know, we're 5 days in, so I can't get too ahead of myself, but I wanted to share that. It might be helpful for some people. I think that launch strategy is better. We've got an email list of about 4,000 people, so I reckon we could have got we'll do the maths on it now. 4,000 people, even at like a times 0.02% conversion rate, 80 people from there, and then we would have still got these 50 members, so it could have been at about 130, had about 13k of MRR coming through, so that would have been cool. So anyway, this is how we learn, right? So that is the first thing about the strategy in the initial launch. Now I want to go into sort of like why we're doing this and why we actually even set all of this up in the first place. So really, when you start a project like this, you want to get clear on like what is success to you. We find a lot of people don't run their own race. So we want to be like, okay, like what do we want, right? And like Alicia and myself, we actually get a lot of satisfaction out of helping people. So helping people to, get breakthroughs, and we really like that coaching element and just helping people, getting people to achieve a breakthrough and getting them saying thank you. With coaching versus like agency life, it's very interesting, right? Like agency life, clients can be very demanding, and like when it's done for you, there's always timeline pressures. There's always like, what's the next thing? What's the next thing? What's the next thing? And that can get pretty fatiguing. Whereas when we've done like coaching and like we've got people in the Skool community, people are just like loving it, right? Like when you help someone to like unlock that transformation within themselves, it's just a totally different relationship. And yeah, I'm really enjoying with like how it's going right now. And like, I get a lot of personal like satisfaction and happiness from seeing those transformations and helping those people. We also believe there's like far too many guru courses out there that have terrible ROI, right? Like they're teaching pretty generic stuff. It's even worse now with ChatGPT and people just like spitting out like basic products that are just general information people can find on the internet and like charging an arm and leg for it. And the worst part about it is you don't get that feedback on the actual application. So that's why we wanted to create this. We also wanted to build robust relationships at scale. We've already got some amazing members inside the community. So that's super cool. And we just wanted to build like a awesome collection of cool people doing rad shit. We chose the name The Obsessed because Alicia and I, we're obsessed with marketing. Funny story, like when Alicia and I first started dating, we used to sit back on a Friday night, drink red wine and watch infomercials. That's how much we love marketing, right? Like, so we're absolutely obsessed with it. We're constantly studying this. We think it's the coolest thing ever, being able to apply, persuasion and psychology and principles together to be able to take strangers off the internet, get them excited about a product and buying a product. And sometimes with the offers that we create, they're extremely high ticket, right? So we're doing this for, $25,000 offers, $50,000 offers, $100K, $1 million offers. Like we're selling homes through sales funnels. It's very, very cool what we do. And we just think it's the coolest thing ever. And we want to build a community that is equally as obsessed as us, sharing the coolest shit that they're working on. So that is a big reason for creating this community. Now, the next big thing that I want to explain is our goals. So our goals is to run the #1 community for marketers and sales in terms of business builders. So we want business builders in there. We want marketers who are truly obsessed, whether it's like you're a marketing manager or like a high growth startup. And our goal is to get 1,000x members at they're about $127 a month price point. It is going to be a journey to get there, and we're going to be sharing the lessons along the way. So make sure you like and subscribe to the channel if you want to get more updates like this. And more importantly, have fun. I think it's really cool being able to like grow together with like peers, and you embody the people that you hang around most, right? So we wanted to create like this online hangout because I started Persuasion Experience in lockdown. I'm so thankful that I was able to do it with Alicia. So Alicia's my co-founder as well as partner, and even us two doing it together, we get to talk about it every day and like connect on it every day. And if you're like a solopreneur, if you're a business builder who's like just working from home doing this, it can feel incredibly isolating. You can second guess yourself. So yeah, we wanted to make sure that we can have fun while we do this and build this out and make sure that like this is something that we love doing. And so far, like from the feedback and being able to like tear down people's pages and give them the feedback that they need to grow, we're having heaps of fun, which is really great to see. Our mission is to build a home for the obsessed with marketing and business building. And we wanted to provide like actual support with like our courses. And previously we've had courses like in Thrive Cart, and we had people like email us, and we wanted to have this Skool community. So if we send feedback to someone, the whole community can learn. The whole community can get a lesson from it, which I think is really, really cool. And then obviously we want to be like a leading authority, right? We want to have like one of the #1 Skool communities that's going to help us with, further marketing promotion with whatever we do in business later on. So our strategy is really the best courses, a supportive and fun environment, and lastly, tools for growth and speed. That's what we really wanted to unlock inside this community. So obviously we're on the forefront in terms of our agency building out these amazing 7-figure and 8-figure campaigns for these clients. And we build a lot of these resources, and they're just sort of like hanging around collecting dust. So we were thinking about like, okay, like we've built all of these $1 million landing pages. Why don't we just like package these up and just give them to people inside the community to help them to grow? And by giving people tools and so tools for growth and speed, that can allow people just to like get breakthroughs faster, right? So instead of having to pay like, you know, get like a landing page strategy from a course and then go pay a designer, pay a builder, what if we just designed everything up, we built everything out, we gave it to a one-click install on Go High Level, and then we give you feedback once you've done the course and you've updated the components for your business, and then, you know, we can deliver that breakthrough within like, you know, 3 to 4 days instead of like someone taking like 6 weeks to build a landing page, which trust me, happens all the time. So that is the main strategy behind like what we're trying to do. If we can do these 3 things inside the community, we know that we're going to be winning and we're going to have really awesome clients inside there. And obviously in terms of our tactics, we do a lot of loan feedbacks inside the community. Everyone loves that because it's very detailed to them. It's also very fast for us to do. At the moment, we aren't doing monthly calls. I think it's the guy on Skool, his name's Nick, the AI guy, and he said he doesn't do calls because like, you know, 20% of the community actually rocks up to them. He says, I just prefer to take my time just like doing looms and doing voice notes to people inside the community. And I thought that was actually really genius because obviously with a call, all the information's like condensed into like this 1 hour call. Whereas if you're shooting these little micro looms, people can come back to them, people can watch them in their own time inside the community. And ultimately you're getting more consumption of the information and getting a better ROI of your time and being able to actually help more people. So that's our understanding and that's our approach for doing this. And obviously we want to have like community-led growth and development. So we do want like the best marketers coming in and joining us and sharing. So we're creating an environment for that. Obviously we're giving the templates and prompts to deliver rapid outcomes. And we're also hosting the PX games. So that this is going to be like competitions to increase engagement. And I'll share a little bit more on that in just a minute. So that is everything just in regards to like the why, the goals, the targets. I find a lot of people like just jump into this stuff blindly without like a reason why. And I think it's really important to set that why early on. And this is our why for building our Skool community, right? It's actually more self-serving than a lot of people. A lot of people are like, oh, I just want to make money. But our element around it is like, we actually want to hang out with awesome people doing awesome stuff in the marketing space and building really cool businesses and sharing wins, sharing fails, sharing outcomes and lessons learned during the course of it all. So that's just a little bit on that. Now, the next thing that I wanted to go over is just in regards to like our fulfillment and how we're actually doing it. I'll actually jump into the Skool community in just a moment, but we see it as 5 core tenets at the moment: courses, templates, AI prompts, talk nerdy with me, and direct feedback on implementation, which I've already discussed a little bit. So in terms of the community itself, we have our main hero product here is the landing page launch kit. So this is something that we initially like used to sell for anywhere from $147 to $297, and we've actually added to this product. We've made it better. We've reshot it. We took all the feedback from the version 1 and version 2 of the course and have made this version 3. So we've got this very actionable, very tactical course that really helps you to create a landing page step by step, fill in the blanks with world-class AI prompts for direct response copy, which is really, really cool. You can see here we've got this amazing build your AI copy bot, and then we've got like our PX swipe file inside. We've got our prompt stock. I'll just sort of show you that for the moment, right? So we've got all of the prompts here to write all of your copy. So you literally just follow the steps. You have a look at all the prompts, have a look at what panels that you need, and then you start to build it out from there, which is super rad. So you can obviously get that inside the community. So that is the community itself. The next thing is the templates. So inside, obviously here, we have got these templates built out. So as I said earlier, with building out these assets internally, like we've had landing pages that have done seven figures and 8 figures for our clients in terms of like leads generated and revenue collected. And what we've done is, you know, after creating 600 plus pages and in 120 different industries, we've like looked at our 3 best performing templates that work amazingly well, right? So it's got the perfect landing page structure, and what we've done is we've built this out into a template that's literally fill in the blanks. So we've got all of these built out. You know, in terms of like what we pay as an agency with our tech team, it's about $700 USD to $1,000 USD to get like these designed up, to get these coded up, to get these mobile responsive. But we've already done that all when we're just like literally giving it away in the community to speed people up and to get those breakthroughs as soon as possible, which I think is really, really important. So those are the templates there. In terms of the AI prompts, I went over that, like we've got some amazing stuff in there. Literally, you just fill in the blanks, fill in this other document, load it up, and then just use those prompts. You can literally write out a landing page, and we're gonna be delivering more of these AI prompts and a lot more like templates as well as processes inside it. So we've got future plans to deploy our sales system for high ticket sales, the same systems that we've used to generate over $3 million over I think first 3 years of our business. So that's super rad. And then we've also got our Talk Nerdy with me as well, right? So this is where we're just sort of sharing our internal resources, like our best online swipe files, tools for increasing productivity, and also Alicia's been speaking about like our approach to Facebook ads and everything like that. So we're just sort of sharing what's happening on the insides of our own agency, our lessons along the way, which is people are loving inside as well. And then lastly is like the direct feedback on implementation. So people are sending us their landing pages, they're sending us their offers, and then we're building out, we're reviewing everything, getting all the context, and then we're shooting custom videos here explaining this and just sort of showing people what to tweak, how to get like an extra, 20% lift on their conversion rate, how to get more qualified leads coming through, which has been super cool. So even in here, like, I'm giving ideas on like, what to call dentistry offers and stuff like that. And yeah, it's been really, really cool to build all of this out. So this now comes into like, okay, well, that's what we're going to be doing. Now, how do we grow this bad boy? And this is going to be our growth strategy moving forward for the Obsessed community. So we have got 3 core, not 3 core, but we've got 2 core main channels that we have. We are on LinkedIn and we are on YouTube. So I have been very active on LinkedIn, which has been great. I have not been active on YouTube. I know the YouTube game, I can get some pretty big numbers coming through for some pretty niche content, but I just haven't been consistent. So that's bad on me. But Alicia, my co-founder, she has got a pretty large channel. We'll just have a look at her channel now. She's got about 21,000 followers, and what we're going to be doing is we're just going to be sharing more about landing pages and sharing a lot more about like our prompts and our process, and then just encouraging people, if they want access to everything that we have to speed up their process, they can come hang out with us in the Skool community, get access to all this, but more importantly, get feedback. So we're going to be looking at ramping up videos on our both of our YouTube channels and really starting to just build our attention engine, because I view marketing pretty simply, right? Like, we've got this machine set up, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding courses and building out the value as well. That's going to be our retention strategy here. But really what we need and what we've got now is we have got our conversion machine. So we've got our Skool community, call this SK. And now what we need to do is we just need to get our, what we would call attention engine, absolutely pumping. So we'll be looking at posting on LinkedIn daily. And then from a video perspective, I think we'd want to be able to hit sort of, 3 videos on Alicia's channel, 2 videos on mine a week. And these are going to be very niche specific to landing page building. And that is then going to drive over to our Skool community. And this is how we are going to grow this thing into 1,000+ customers. So that is our strategy. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. This is like a lot more of a raw talk, which I haven't really done before, just off the cuff. If you do enjoy videos like this, please do give us a like. Also comment if you want more content like this. Just helps me as a creator to make more content and share what's happening behind the scenes. And it's a fun journey, right? And I think like the lesson I want to leave you on here is, have fun out there. And if you do want to have fun and you want to join a community of the obsessed, we'll also have a link to join the Skool community below. But in the meantime, we'll have some landing page videos coming up that you can check out now. Cheers.